Good afternoon. It is Thursday, 11th September the 11th, and rest in peace to all those victims of the 9/11 tragedy. On a more positive note, I am pleased to say that I have my Surly Wednesday fat bike back on not on the road, on the off-road, and you do not understand how pleased I am to get this bike back. It needed me to service a few bits like a chain and cassette, and I've just been really busy working. Still am busy, but yeah, it's just been out of action for far too long. So I've come out on it today. I've been put the new chain and cassette on just to give it a little bit of a test ride. I've got a parcel to post because I've been doing a bit of Vinted, if you're into that. So what I want to do today is talk to you about the reasons why I think in 2025 you need a fat bike. But I know there's going to be a lot of mountain bike riders who say, you know, it's just a one-trick pony and all that sort of stuff. And, you know, in some cases I do agree with that. But what I'll do is I'll get this ride, go stop for a little coffee, and I'm going to talk to you essentially the reasons why I think fat bikes are great and why you should buy one. But also I'm going to do what's not so great about them, and yeah, maybe you can have a look at some of those comments and let me know. So yeah, I'll catch up with you in a little bit. So lucky to have this all to myself pretty much. There's no other walkers here, no dog walkers, no other cyclists, well, not that I've seen. And I'm in Formby Pine Woods, which is also Ainsdale Pine Woods. And if I wasn't to tell you that, you could quite easily be convinced that this was Sherwood Forest. The similarities are quite distinctive. But anyway, so fat bikes, first of all, they will go on any ground. I've ridden this through snow, mud, sand, which I'm riding at the moment, gravel, grass. Got a bit of grass here. The big tyres just like literally roll over anything. So, and also because there's no suspension, even though you can put suspension on them, I personally choose not to because for me it hinders efficiency, and yeah, I reckon I can manage without them. But there'll be other fat bike riders who'll say, oh, suspension's better. That's absolutely fine. Not an issue with that. So that's reason one. Reason two, just dead fun to ride. I mean, this is reasonably techy single track. It's not sort of like complex. There are bikes which are more capable than this, but this is still a capable bike. And yeah, you can just have fun wherever you go. So yeah, really fun to ride. And as it's autumn, or approaching autumn in the UK, it's just started raining, which is great. And I've got no waterproof, which is double great. Well, there you go. We crack on, we're out and about, we're getting some fresh air. All is good. Yeah, but it's been so busy in work recently. Like, my main job is a mortgage advisor. So if you want me to do any videos about mortgages, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I've just been crazy busy. It's like the school holidays finish and then everyone jumps on, you know, the holidays finish and like everyone jumps on inquiries about their mortgage and all that sort of stuff. And obviously quite a lot of people's deals finish on the 31st of December. So a lot of people contacting me 3 months in advance to say that their mortgage is due, and that's just great. Yeah, it's starting to rain really heavy now. It's typical that. So I'll have to get myself to the cafe and get a coffee quickly. Let's get up this hill first. Nice sound on my brand new chain and cassette. Just what you want. Means I'll have to rinse the bike down when I get home now. Again, never mind, I can't complain because I'm out. So just riding back now, just been quickly to Ainsdale, stopped off for a quick brew, and then yeah, just on my way back home. So we're riding back through the pine woods. There, Airport of the Bell. RAF base in the background. So yeah, another reason why you probably consider a fat bike is bike packing. Now, I don't do bike packing, but the stability of this bike, especially when you're riding off-road and you got a load of heavy stuff on it like tents and whatnot, it's a perfect machine. Yes, it's going to be heavy, it's going to be slow, it's not going to be as fast as a gravel bike, but if you're bike packing and you're touring, why would you want to go fast? Makes no odds to me. And yeah, just it'll go anywhere pretty much. Like you look at the Hilbury Island video that I did a few weeks ago. It was a month ago now actually. I managed to get across like a tidal bay over to another island, which is just absolutely mad. And yes, you could do it on a mountain bike, I understand that, but a lot easier on this thing. So yeah, they're the reasons why I think you should get a fat bike. This bike in particular, it's steel frame, you know, weighs about 15 kilos, it's a heavy beast, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to be, you know, Chris Froome, speed my way up hills with a high cadence on it. That's not what it's designed to do. trundling down a canal path or through a forest track on a level basis, no problem at all. Now there's the reasons why you probably shouldn't get a fat bike. Reason number one, if you do like going off-road and fast, then you need to get an XC bike. That's what you need, not a gravel bike, XC bike. The second reason, if you like going to trail centres, be aware that I have actually been to a trail centre. Well, I've ridden through a trail centre on a gravel sportive that I did back in October last year, and you do get sort of poked fun at a little bit by other mountain bikers. Now, that doesn't bother me. I'm used to it all and I can take it. But yeah, if you're a bit of an introvert, you know, the good side of that is a lot of kids just look at this bike and just are in awe of it. Even adults and, you know, the blokes, they're like, you've not seen a bike like it. So yeah, if you're a bit of an introvert and you like to keep yourself to yourself, don't get this bike because it does attract attention. Another reason why you probably wouldn't get a fat bike is if you do very technical stuff, it's not the bike to do technical stuff on. So technical stuff, I'm talking enduro riding, trail riding, you know, sending it down jumps and stuff. I mean, whilst yes, if you look on GMBN and you look at Blake Sampson, he's doing all that sort of stuff on a Canyon dude, but man, it's and yeah, you can do very light rollerball techie stuff. This bike's not really designed for it, but I do know other fat bike riders in the area who do that sort of stuff, and that's good enough for them. It's just not something I enjoy, not anymore anyway, not with responsibilities and kids, being self-employed and not getting any sick pay. I mean, I've got insurance, that's another matter, but you know, I don't really want to be claiming on that ideally. So yeah, that's another reason it's not designed for very intricate technical, you know, very rocky mountain stuff. It's designed just for plodding along and doing little bits of single track on like this. Also, if you shouldn't buy a fat bike if you like speed, like I said before, XC bikes, you're able to carry a lot of speed off-road. The width of the tyres on this and the low pressures just mean that you're constantly fighting rolling resistance. It's going down this big hill. You're constantly fighting rolling resistance. So yeah, it's not the best bike for that. So if you want to do racing, yes, you can do it. I've seen other fat bike riders do gravel racing. It's not something I do, not on this bike anyway. Probably a carbon fibre one for that. But why do I like them? Well, I like them because they're just easy. You know, they're easiest to work on, they're not complicated, they haven't got complicated suspension systems. Yes, it's modern compared to an old-fashioned rim brake road bike, but it's just simple. You know, I just love the simplicity of them. I just love getting out and what they're about. I also think they look really cool. A lot of people will think they look ridiculous, they look like a clown's bike, but I think they look really cool. So yeah, would I recommend that you get one? That depends. It depends on your point of view on riding your bike, I suppose. If you want outright fun, simplicity, and the ability to go anywhere, yes, I definitely recommend one. If you're into your racing and you're a bit of an introvert, yeah, maybe not so much. So yeah, thanks for all your patience and you know, putting up with me whilst I've not really uploaded anything. The Blackpool ride wasn't really that great, was it? But yeah, I'm going to get out on an adventure on Sunday. So that's 14th of September. And yeah, we'll get out and we'll go on an adventure and we'll film it. So stay tuned for that. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but I have got a good plan that's been brewed for a couple of weeks. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Ciao for now.